Hi children. So let us revise our previous class points. What we have discussed in the last class? We have discussed about angiosperms and gymnosperms. Angiosperms, flowering plants, and gymnosperms, non-flowering plants. Okay. So angiosperms means the plants which give us flowers is known as flowering plants, angiosperms, and the plants which do not give us flowers is known as non-flowering plants, gymnosperms. And we have discussed about habitat. What do you mean by habitat? So every living organism need a place to live and reproduce. So that places are called habitat. So in the last class we have discussed about aquatic habitat. Aqua means water. So aquatic habitat. So here this place is completely covered by water and we can see many plants and animals in the aquatic habitat. Okay. And so far we have discussed in the last class. And today's class we are going to discuss about the remaining habitats and the plant adaptations. Okay. So marine water habitat. So in the last class we have discussed about aquatic habitat, and in that they are divided into two types: freshwater habitat, marine water habitat. Freshwater means good water habitat. So example, ponds, lakes, river are the freshwater habitat. And marine water habitat, sea water. Marine means sea. So sea water habitat. So in both these habitats we can see many animals and plants in this habitat. So these are covered by water. And we have one more type, terrestrial habitat. So terrestrial habitat means the area which is completely covered by land is known as terrestrial habitat. So in that we can divide into three types: desert habitat, grassland habitat, and forest habitat. Okay, desert habitat, grassland habitat, and forest habitat. So desert habitat, we know it is very hottest place, and even there also we can see some plants and animals. Okay, and just 25 centimeter of rainfall only we get from the desert habitat. And grassland habitat. So grassland habitat, it is completely covered by grasses, from small grasses to the tall grasses. Okay, and this is example savanna grassland. Okay, and then forest habitat, we can see huge number of trees, many wild animals, and many birds in the forest. So here also some plants and animals are living in forest. Okay, so these are the types of habitat. And plants adaptations also we are going to see in today's class. Okay, so plants adaptation means based on the adaptations the plant's parts are modified into something. So that we will discuss in the class. Come, let us enter into the class. In today's class we are going to see about the types of habitats. First tell me, what do you mean by habitat? Habitat means each and every living organism need a place to live and reproduce. So that place is called habitat. So the habitat mainly are divided into two types. One is aquatic habitat, another one terrestrial habitat. Okay, aquatic habitat means the area that is completely covered by water is known as aquatic habitat. Terrestrial habitat, the area that covered by land is called as terrestrial habitat. Okay, and further aquatic habitat are divided into two types. What are they? Freshwater habitat and marine water habitat. So freshwater means good water, marine water, sea water. So both of these we can see some plants and animals. Okay, and then terrestrial habitats. So terrestrial habitat means the area that is covered by land is called terrestrial habitat. That is further divided into three types: desert habitat, grassland habitat, forest habitat. Okay, and then plant adaptations and modifications. So based on the habitat, based on the adaptations, the plant's parts are modified. Okay, and that also we are going to see in the today's class. What are they? Tendril climbers, twinner and thorns. These are the modification in plants. Okay, so let us discuss one by one. Come, let us move into the class. The first one, freshwater habitat. Okay, actually habitat means each and every living organism need a place to live and reproduce. So that place is called habitat. So in that, aquatic habitat means the area that is completely covered by water is known as aquatic habitat, and the surrounding of that area occasionally covered by water, little water or some water. Okay, and in that it is divided into two types, freshwater habitat and marine water habitat. So freshwater habitat means good water. So what are the good water? And here rivers, lakes, ponds, pools are the freshwater habitat. Water hyacinth, water lily and lotus are seen in the freshwater habitat. In these plants, roots are very much reduced in size. Stem and leaves have air chambers that allow aquatic plants to float in water. Okay, so freshwater habitat means good water habitat. So here also we can see some animals like fishes, and we can see some plants like hyacinth plant, lily plant, lotus plant. Okay, and the flowers is, we can see the flower part clearly, and we can see the leaves also that float in the water. The reason is the stem and leaves, okay, stem and leaves have air chambers, that have air chambers. So this only allowing the aquatic plants to float in water. Okay, this only allowing the aquatic plants to float in water. So what do you mean by freshwater habitat? It is the good water habitat. So we can see some plants and animals in the freshwater habitat. Example, rivers, lakes, ponds. And in this, the stem and leaf part of the plant have air chambers. So that allow the aquatic plants to float in the water. Okay, what is the reason? Because air chambers present in the stem and leaves. Next one, marine water habitat. So what do you mean by marine water? Sea water. Okay, so oceans also support the growth of plants. Marine plants perform about 40% of all photosynthesis that occurs on the planet. 70% of the earth is covered by water. Okay, if we see the earth from the space, we can see the blue color mostly. Okay, because the 70% of the earth is covered by water. So out of the earth's surface, if we take a photo means we can see nearly blue color mostly, because 70% of the world is covered by the water. Okay, so and that 40% of the plants from the marine water, they perform photosynthesis process throughout the world. Okay, so 40% of the plants, they are performing the photosynthesis process, and in the earth 70% of the earth is covered by water. So in this also we can see some plants, and we can see some animals like sea horse, jellyfish, shark, whale, fishes in the marine water. Okay, and then terrestrial habitat. So terrestrial habitat means the area that is completely covered by land is called terrestrial habitat. Okay, and they are furtherly divided into three types. Desert habitat. In desert habitat also we can see some plants and animals. Grassland habitat we can see some plants and animals. And forest habitat we can see some plants and animals. Okay, so these are the habitats. These are the places that covered by land. In that, the first one is desert habitat. So in the habitat without much water is called the deserts. So very less water only available in the desert. Deserts are the driest place on earth. They get fewer than 25 centimeter of rainfall annually. Deserts cover at least 20% of the earth. The plants like cactus store water in their stem and the leaves are reduced to spines. Okay. So terrestrial habitat means the place that is covered by land is called terrestrial habitat. So in that first one we are going to see about desert habitat. So the habitat without much water is called desert habitat. We can't see many water. We can't see much water. Very less water only available in the desert habitat. So children, we have much water around our places. So we have to think about the desert area people. So we should not waste water. Can you understand? Yes. So the habitat without much water is called deserts, and it is a very driest place. Okay. So just 25 centimeter rainfall only they get throughout the year. Okay. Per year they get just 25 centimeter. So very less amount of rain only they get. Okay. And desert cover at least 20% of the earth. So throughout the earth 20% are desert. Okay. And then the plants cactus store water in their stem and leaves are modified into spines. Okay. Cactus means this is the cactus plant. Can you understand? So this is the cactus plant. This is the opuntia plant. And this is the desert animal camel. Okay. We can see these plants and animals in the desert area, and in the desert area there are very less water, and just 20% of the earth is covered by desert, and we get just 25 centimeter of rainfall. And the plants that is present in desert area is cactus and opuntia. So they have a long stem. Yes, no. So this part is called the stem. This every part are called the stem. So they have stored the water and minerals in the stem area, and the leaves are reduced into thorns. Thorns, no? Spines. Okay. So leaves are reduced into thorns. Mull. So leaves are reduced into thorns. Okay. And then it performs the photosynthesis function. So those leaves are performs the photosynthesis function. Okay. And it get just 25 centimeter of rainfall per year. Okay. And then grassland habitat. So this is the area that completely covered with land is called a terrestrial habitat. And this is the area that is completely covered with the grass is known as grassland habitat. So grassland is an area where the vegetation is dominated by grasses. Grasses ranges from short to tall. So fully grasses only we can see in this habitat, and we can see the short grasses to the tall grasses. So trees are very less in this habitat. Just we can see grasses mostly. This is the grassland habitat. Next, forest habitat. Forest is a large area dominated by trees. There are three types of forest and are tropical forest, temperate forest and mountain forest. Annual rainfall ranges from 25 to 200 centimeter. So habitat means the place where animals and plants live and reproduce. So forest habitat means what we can see in the forest. We can see large number of trees, huge number of trees, and we can see many wild animals. We can see some plants. We can see some birds. Okay. And these are the forest habitat. And annual rainfall. So per year, forest receive 25 to 200 centimeter. Okay. And the forests are furtherly divided into three types. What are they? Tropical forest, temperate forest and mountain forest. Okay. So these are the types of habitat. First one, aquatic habitat. Second one, terrestrial habitat. Aquatic habitat means the area that is covered by water is known as aquatic habitat. So in that it is divided into two types. What are they? Freshwater habitat, marine water habitat. Freshwater habitat means good water habitat, ponds, lakes, river. And marine water habitat, it is a sea water habitat. Okay, sea water also we can find plants, animals. Okay, so these are the types of aquatic habitat. Types of terrestrial habitat, it is completely covered by land. In that, desert habitat means it is a driest place. So in the world, 20% of desert we can see, and just 25 centimeter rainfall only we get. Okay, and then the next one is forest habitat. In the forest habitat, we can see large number of trees, many wild animals, and many birds we can see, and we get annual rainfall per year is 25 to 200 centimeter. And in the grassland habitat, we can see completely grasses, from short grasses to the tall grasses. So these are the types of habitat. And plant adaptations and modifications. Plant adaptations and modifications. Okay, based on their adaptations, they are modified. The plant parts are modified into something. Okay, in that we are going to see the first one is tendril climber. Okay, can you see? This is the tendril. Okay, this coil-like structure is the tendril. Can you see, children? Yes. So this coil-like structure at the end, no. So this coil-like structure is called tendril. So first one, tendril climber. Tendril is a twinning climbing organ of some weak-stemmed plants like peas and bittergourd. Tendril coils round a support and help the plant to climb. So these tendrils only supporting the plants to climb up. Okay. So in the sweet peas, the leaflet are modified into tendril. Okay. So in the sweet peas, so this is the sweet peas plant. So here only the tendril are modified into, leaflet are modified into tendrils. Why they need tendrils? Because for to climb the plant, help the plant to climb. Okay. And then bittergourd. In the bittergourd, auxiliary buds are modified into tendril. Okay. So in the sweet peas, leaflets are modified into tendril, and in the bittergourd, auxiliary buds are modified into tendril. Next one, twinners. Yes, some plants have weak stems. They cannot stand straight on their own. They must climb on any support to survive. So these are called twinners. Okay. So here some plants have weak stems. They cannot stand on their own. Okay. But so that they have to climb on any other plant to survive. So these are called twinners. Okay. Tendril means it is a coil-like structure. It needs a support to other plant to survive. And here those plants which have weak stems, they cannot stand straight. So it needs a support to any other plant. Okay, they have to climb on any other plant. And thorns. So here leaves of some plants become wholly or partially modified into sharp pointed structures called thorns or spines for defensive purpose. Okay. So here some leaves are modified based on their adaptations. The first picture is agave. Here the leaf margins. Margin means end. Okay. So the leaf margins are modified into thorns. Next one, Opuntia plant. So this leaves are modified into thorns. Third one, Bougainvillea. So here the stem part of the plant is modified into thorns. Why? Because then only it can get the proper water, and then only it can store the water and minerals for the long time. And these leaves are very thick in nature. Okay. So these are the plant adaptations and modifications. Based on their adaptations, some part of the plants are modified into various types. Okay. So let us revise today's class. Habitat. First one, habitat. Habitat means each and every living organism need a place to live and reproduce. That place is called habitat. Okay, and in that it is divided into aquatic habitat and terrestrial habitat. Aquatic habitat means the area that is covered by water is known as aquatic habitat. Terrestrial habitat, the area that is covered by land is known as terrestrial habitat. In the aquatic habitat, there are two types of habitat: freshwater habitat and marine water habitat. Freshwater habitat means good water. So here also we can see some plants and animals. For an example, river, ponds, lakes. We can see the lotus plant, lily plant, hyacinth plant in the lakes, ponds. So here stem is inside the water and root are stuck into the mud, and leaf part we can see that is floating in the water, and flower part of the plant we can see well. Okay, so this is the freshwater habitat, and air chambers are present in the lotus and lily plant or water plants, so that only it is floating on the water. Next, marine water habitat is nothing but sea water habitat. Here also we can see many animals and plants in the sea water. So in the earth, 70% of earth is covered by water, and that 40% of sea plants performing the photosynthesis function for the world. Okay, we can see many animals and plants in the sea water. And next one, terrestrial habitat. So terrestrial habitat means the habitat or the place that completely covered by completely covered by land is known as terrestrial habitat. Okay, so in that there are three types of habitat: desert habitat, grassland habitat, forest habitat. Desert habitat means it is the hot and driest place. Okay, and we can see cactus plant, opuntia plant in the desert habitat, and we can see camel animal in the desert. Okay, the cactus, opuntia plant are modified into something. So they have thick stem. Why? Because to store the water and minerals for the long time, and their leaves are modified into thorns. Why? Because to do the photosynthesis functions. Okay, and then they get just 25 centimeter of rainfall, and all over the world 20% of the earth is covered by desert. Next, grassland area. So grassland habitat, it is completely covered with grasses from short to tall. And forest habitat, we can see many trees and many wild animals, many birds in the forest. And the forest get 20 to 200 centimeter of rainfall per year. Okay, and this is the forest habitat. And next one, the forest habitat furtherly divided into tropical forest, temperate forest and mountain. Okay, and then plant adaptations and modifications. Based on their places, based on their adaptations, they are modified into something. First one, tendril climbers is nothing but the tendril part, which means the coil-like structure present in the plant. Okay, coil-like structure present in the plant that are modified into something to climb the other plant. Okay, so the tendril is nothing but the coil-like structure present in the plant that is modified to something to climb on any other plant. Example, sweet peas. In the sweet peas plant, leaflet are modified into tendril, and in the bitter gourd plant, axillary buds. Axillary buds means the bud near to the leaf, that is modified into tendrils. And then the next one, twinner. Some plants have very weak stems. Some plants have very weak stems. They need a support of any other plant to climb up. So this is called as twinner. Example, jasmine. And then thorns. In some places like driest place, desert area like opuntia, cactus plant, their leaves are modified into thorns. Okay, their leaves are modified into thorns. In the agave plant, leaf margins are modified into thorns. In the opuntia plant, leaves are modified into thorns. And in the bougainvillea plant, stem part is modified into thorns. Okay, so these are the modifications and adaptations and types of habitat. Fresh water, good water. Marine water, sea water. Desert is the hottest place. Grassland, it is covered by grass. Forest, we can see many wild animals, birds and many number of trees. And based on adaptations, so tendril means the coil-like structure. Twinner, the complete plant itself need a support to climb. And thorns, the leaf part, stem part of the plants, they are modified into thorns. And this thorns will perform the photosynthesis function. I hope you understood this class, children. Thank you so much for your listening.